Hey, welcome back, and thank you to all my subscribers. I love you guys so much. I just send you kisses. Mwah, because you guys are awesome. I love interacting with you, and I love hearing from you, and it's great to have you guys here. So thank you so much for being here. And I hope in this crystal series you guys have been learning some new stuff. And my advice would be every time you get a crystal, start a journal and connect with that crystal and keep a journal of your impressions, your feelings, your healings, anything that you're getting from that crystal, because it helps you build a relationship with that mineral. So every time I do a journey, I put it in my book here, and this is what I share with you guys. I connect with the crystal, I write everything down that I'm getting, and then I share it with you. So you guys can kind of start building your own library as well of how your crystals work with you, how they work in general, and it's a great resource to have a journal for yourself of your own impressions and your own feelings and everything about the crystals that you're working with, because then you can kind of refer back to, well, I was dealing with this at one time and this was super helpful for that, and blah, 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 blah. So think about keeping a crystal journal for yourself if you have not already. And if you have, like me, hooray! High five! So, as you can tell by the title of this video, we are talking about lepidolite, you guys. And this is a crystal I've been drawn to forever. And you guys know I'm like already just kind of obsessed with crystals anyway. So, you know, surprise, surprise that I'm drawn to yet again another crystal, right? So this is a polished version. The unpolished versions are not as vibrantly purple, but they're still very like glittery and reflective in that way. But the more reflective ones are when you get it in the mica, like when it grows and like with the mica. Does that make sense? Mica is like these little slivers, and they compound together to make this crystal, and it's transparent too. Like you can kind of see through, like you can kind of see through it a little bit. Super shiny. This one actually came from an enchanted crystal unboxing, the very first enchanted crystal I ever unboxed on this channel, and I'll leave the unboxings right here for you. But forgive the sound quality of that one. That was like my very first time around, and we can tell there's been a huge graduation of quality of video to now, from then until now. So, but I did unbox 2 of them in that video. So if you're interested in seeing some enchanted crystal unboxings, definitely head over. Ariel and I just did one together, and that one you can also watch here as well. So fun, fun, fun. If you're a crystal lover like me and you want to see what kind of crystals come in those boxes, you can always look. And let's move into my journey with lepidolite, you guys. The first feeling I had while holding the lepidolite was just a very soothing energy. It's very calming. It's like a wash of cool all over your body. It's very calming, and mentally it was so helpful. It's mentally calming. I know that if you guys are a lot like me in that way, where your brain is like, all these thoughts are firing off at once, and you just are like, okay, like what I'm gonna have for dinner doesn't matter at the moment. Like, you know, you kind of are doing that whole, let me plan my day and then let me think about all these things that kind of don't matter at the moment. Like, it was really, really helpful for letting those go. And that's really nice, because most of the time we're having, like, I don't even have a good number to tell you, like numerous thoughts throughout the day, and a lot of them are just, they can cause some stress, or there's something that doesn't really matter at the time. You know, it's not really relevant at the time. Like, it's something that you'll figure out later. So lepidolite's really good for helping calm that mind chatter. And I do believe it has lithium in it, like the kunzite, and lithium is really good for that calming anxiety energy as well. So a good pair for the kunzite as well, if you want to work with releasing anxiety, releasing that mental worry. Like, lepidolite is your friend in that way. So this is a very strong crystal for opening up the crown chakra. And so if you are still working on developing your psychic senses, and you want to help open up and expand your crown chakra more, this is a great crystal for that. It is going to be awesome if you are a claircognizant type of person, where you just kind of know things, you just get them and you know things. This is a great crystal for you as well. It kind of helps separate the my thoughts from what's coming in from spirit, if that makes sense. And If you're a channeler as well, this is going to be a really super helpful friend for you. And it just kind of helps raise that, raise and expand and just kind of open that crown chakra that we all have. So if you're a psychic, if you're a medium, if you're a channel, this is just going to help you kind of be more clear with what is coming in to you, what's coming in through you from spirit. Just kind of help you understand more of what's coming to you versus what's coming from you, if that makes sense. And it's a very calming stone, so it's very helpful to clear all that clutter out of the way and just make for more clarity. So in my journey, I was taken out into the universe, which is not an uncommon, it's not an uncommon place to go for me in a journey. And so as I'm going out into the universal energy, I was taken into this purple and silver nebula. And the nebula was so healing. It's like the purple was like this purple smoke, and the silver was like this, it's like glittery silver. And I sat in this nebula, and I actually got a healing from this crystal today, and I just am so grateful for this crystal ally, because it's so helpful when you, when they help you heal, when they help you just kind of patch up the little holes. Like I was helping patch up these little holes in my energy bodies, and it's like little blessings to be able to have that energetic healing. I don't think we are always the best with our energetic health. Sometimes we tend to just go through day by day by day, pushing, and not always taking that step back to take care of ourselves. So this crystal is so helpful for that. It was such a beautiful healing to sit in this energetic nebula of purple smoke and silver glitter, and just kind of enjoying that peace, that calming, and that healing. And the words I got was, this is a place of rejuvenation for healers. So if you do healing work as well, if you do like the key healing or pranic healing or Reiki healing, or you're just a healer in general, if you are a doctor, if you are a nurse, any of those things, like this is a great crystal to help you with your healing as well, especially going to this energetic place and allowing yourself to just sit in that place and allow yourself to get the healing. Because sometimes as healers, we don't always think about healing ourselves. Sometimes we forget to fill our own cup, as we're always trying to fill someone else's and help them feel better. So taking care of yourself is such a big, important thing. And the connection with this really felt very strongly like a channel from the crown chakra to the third eye for me. So I really felt the energy very strongly in that whole area with this crystal, and it's very, very balancing. It just felt like it was balancing the two together, balancing the energy of the two. It just felt like it was bringing things into more balance. So if you are working on your third eye as well, this could be helpful for you. And this is not one I would recommend as a day-to-day wear, you guys. It is one that is, it's so calming and soothing, which is fantastic if you have like a really hectic kind of day and a hectic kind of job. But it's one that, you know, come home and just sit with it and just allow yourself to have that time of peace with it and to get that healing that way, because it can be more beneficial than these trying to do the quick little 2-minute healing things here and there, but just to really just set aside some time to really work with the healing of the lepidolite. So the other words I heard from lepidolite were, I help you unlock more of the potential inside you. So if you are definitely the building of the psychic senses, if you are a healer, psychic, medium, channel, any of those things, it's going to help you kind of tune into your gifts better, help you understand more of your gifts, and help you see the potentials inside of you. So words were, sit with me for calming and centering. I will help you see the great potential you have inside of you. I will help you awaken and utilize this energy in a stronger expression of your true self. So let go and relax. Be healed with my silver and purple light. This is one that is a beautiful, beautiful crystal to work with for healing, you guys. So having it by your bed at night is a great, great place to have it. That way you can just sit with it as you're, you know, falling into sleep here. Or just, you know, you can hold it as you're just relaxing at night before you go to sleep. It's a very helpful and healing crystal for that. And it says it does not need cleansing, you guys, which I was really fascinated by, because some crystals, they don't always require cleansing, but it does like being charged in the moonlight. So moonlight is a strong charger for this little friend here. And what I would highly, highly recommend is just sitting with this crystal if you have one, and just listening and being open to the message that it has for you. It's going to be, you know, unique to each person, because it's going to help you open up to those potentials that are inside of you. So just take some time with Lepidolite, meditate with it, take a journey with it, whatever feels natural for you, and just write down your impressions and just spend time with it and see what Lepidolite's message is for you guys. So that's really it. If you are a claircognizant person, this is probably going to be your best friend. And I would love to hear your guys' experiences with Lepidolite, and just to hear from you in general. So light and love, and I would love to hear from you. You guys have a beautiful and blessed week, and I will see you next week.